And this is the scene here at St Mary's Stadium on the south coast of England. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box for complete coverage is Lee Dixon. And every expectation that this will be a captivating contest. It's Brazil up against Portugal.
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, really looking forward to both teams producing entertaining football. Let's see if we get that.
And this confrontation is underway. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And Neymar. And he's broken free. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Well, a short corner here. The inside route looking promising. And it's still on. What can he do from here? It should be! Well, offside here. Such a pity for them. Chance was on. Oh, what an opportunity. The net is staring him in the face. Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up?
Well, Derek, they're not happy. Ref is taking the brunt of this.
Well, he's a player who just seems to get better and better. I'm talking, of course, about Bruno Fernandes. Lee, what do you think we'll see from him in this game?
Well, when you're playing against a player, sometimes you're trying to look at what he's...
Well, there is a very alert goalkeeper for you. And offside, unfortunately. Ruben Neves. Font with it. Bernardo Silva. And taken away. Well, a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. Richarlison. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Ruben Neves. Andre Silva. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Alexandro. And players waiting in the centre. Bernardo Silva.
Well, the ref will hear the crowd all right. We can hear him from here. He's taking some stick.
Neymar. Richarlison. And he's made headway. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, I just love to look at perfect technique, and you won't get any better than this. It's just a dream strike. Brilliant, brilliant effort.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Andre Silva. It's with Guerrero. Moving into the advanced position. Well, he played that one really well. Well, borderline offside, but correct. Casemiro. Now Casemiro. Spraying passes around, almost wait. Chances on. Will he? Oh, he's found the net. And that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted and just what they deserve.
Well, it is good play. You might question the defending, but I prefer to be positive. Really good build-up and an easy finish.
A chance to revisit the goal. Well, a second goal for them here. José Font. Palinha. It's with Bernardo Silva. Couldn't keep it. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Well, can they be creative from here? Will he find the net? And still a chance. Is it going to be? In it goes at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper won't be proud of that moment. Well, the referee's watch delivered the message to him. A good goal, and thank goodness for technology, Lee.
Well, yeah, my watch says 8:20, but I'll believe his watch. And at first thought, I didn't think it was over the line, but there we can clearly see. Well, only just, though.
A chance then for the respective managers to address their... Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. And there to intervene. Neymar could cross it in here. And making the move to the inside. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, let's see that one again. It's all about the contact, does everything right. He's not bothered where the goal is. He knows where it is. He gets a beautiful strike on it.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. And threading it forward. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Bruno Fernandes. Andre Silva with it. Did look as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Alexandro. This is Neymar. Well, a good tackle. Nelson Semedo. And using his strength to shield the ball. Have they given him too much space? It should be. Well, hit with power and almost the right precision. Gerson. Alexandro. This is Neymar. Well, space for them here. And he's made headway. Tremendous block. Going short. Neymar. Richarlison. And Neymar. And the flag has gone up here. Offside the decision. And that's an important intervention. Danilo Pereira. Bernardo Silva. Poor pass. Alert defending. And that was a very fine read. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are. Guerrero. And he did well to cut it out. Can he take advantage? A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, Derek, take another look at this now. There's nothing much really the keeper can do. It was good play to get in that position. He's not going to miss from there.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Danilo Pereira. And Palhinha with it. Bernardo Silva. He's going forward well here. Into the middle from Bernardo Silva. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. And only 2 minutes remaining here. A real opening now. And a goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely quick counter-attack that sets up the chance. But you do have to ask questions about the keeper. Could he have done better here?
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting, 6-0. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. We have entered the final minute of normal time. And there it is, the final whistle, and it's a victory for the home side. They're going to be happy with this result, Lee.
Well, it must be a...
Still, there is work to do if a knockout stage place is to be theirs. Will they do the job tonight? It's live next on EA TV. Hello and welcome to the Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, built in the late 1950s and named after the former president of Sevilla. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box is Lee Dixon. And a chance tonight for Manchester City to rubber stamp their presence in the Champions League knockout stages. It's Sevilla facing Manchester City.
Well, it's not the position City would have hoped to be in. Their Champions League campaign could end tonight. Focus on your own performance. Having said all that, I would be surprised at the final whistle if they hadn't progressed.
Gomez. Walker gets in the way. Well, he'll be irked with himself. Ran into an offside position. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Well, just to reiterate, it is all on the line for the visitors. Last game in the group stage, can they stamp their ticket for the knockout rounds, Lee?
Well, yeah, and they need a point to go through, and sometimes that can be a dangerous position. Just go out and win the game. That'd be my message to the players.
Wonderfully weighted pass. Just couldn't capitalise there. Youssef En-Nesyri. Well, someone has found the net in one of the other games. Here's Alan McInally to tell us more.
It's a goal for Borussia Dortmund. 15 minutes played,
1-0.
Is this the moment? And finishing there with more of a whimper than a bang.
Derek, that reminded me of you, finishing like that. It's just terrible.
I wouldn't have done that well. And he's made headway. Surely. Save, but still a chance. Ronaldo. Opportunity to take the lead. In it goes! A goal, and one that removes a lot of the pressure.
Well, here is the replay, and to be fair, the keeper from that distance hasn't got much chance of keeping it out. Lovely goal.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. And so the game back in business. City ahead here. Well, we had to interrupt Alan McInally in full flow there. Apologies for that. Just to confirm, Dortmund did score in that match, and their lead stands at 1-0 presently. And what can they do to stop him running at them? A very good tackle. Read it magnificently and intercepted. And they are on the move again. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it.
Man City are struggling in terms of possession, but on the break they've been devastating. The pace really hurts defences.
He's in behind. Well, wasted opportunity here. Would have been a decent chance, but offside the verdict. Couldn't keep it. Lionel Messi. Mbappe. Ronaldo. And he's in. Oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, opting for the short corner. And Neymar. Here's Mbappe. Haaland. The cut back. It's Neymar. In it goes! And that could be the goal that allows them to say job done and look forward to the knockout stages.
Well, here's the replay. Great disguise on the pull-back cross and then through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
So 2-0 now. Haaland. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? A chance to eat into their lead. It's there for him. Well, a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Johan Jordan. And there it is, the half-time. So back in business with City very much the dominant side. Can they repeat that in the second 45? Neymar. Akanji has it. Haaland. And now Kevin De Bruyne. Messi. Lionel Messi! And a penalty awarded. Spot kick coming up. And in the event, just a talking to, but could easily have seen yellow. guessed correctly and saved it. Keen to take it short here. De Bruyne. Neymar.
Well, as we can see from the stats, City controlling possession here, really starting to dictate the tempo of this.
And he's gone for power, so close to finding the net. That's a routine take. Johan Jordan. And now En-Nesyri. Gomez. Youssef En-Nesyri. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. Gomez. And unable to keep the ball. Manuel Akanji. Haaland. Happy just to retain the ball in their own half and draw out the opposition. A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo. Now what can he do from this excellent position? And a throw-in it's going to be. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Gonzalo Montiel. Karim Rekik. He's in here. Well, the keeper committed himself. A City corner it is. Favouring the short one. Plays it back. Kylian Mbappe. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Really a very poor ball. Well, a reminder that if the current situation holds, they will be moving on to the knockout stages league. In with a chance. In it goes! A goal, and one that removes a lot of the pressure.
We can take another look here. I'm sure the keeper is frustrated with the defending. Just afforded too much time in the box, and he's never going to miss that.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. So the action continues, and City really cantering to victory here. Well, we can now go to Alan McInally for news of a goal elsewhere. Alan?
It's a second goal for Borussia Dortmund. 77 minutes played. 2-0.
Thanks, Alan. Well, sloppy in possession. Well, a reminder that if the current situation holds, they will be moving on to the knockout stages league.
Well, yeah, 2 words, sum it all up: concentration and focus, Derek.
No, not the best challenge. And here he is, Lionel Messi. It's in! And in all likelihood, job done. Surely now they can look forward to the knockout stages.
Well, let's see that again. Once he gets into his stride, he just strolls past players. What a lovely solo. Wonderful effort this is.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Throw-ins given. Adnan Januzaj. And only 2 minutes remaining here. And the electronic board has been held aloft. 3 additional minutes here. Walker. Mbappe with it. How can he take them on and beat them? And so it is, full time here. And the good news is that they have clinched their place in the knockout stages. Here's the difficult part of the equation, Lee. As a second place side, they might be up against one of the big guns in the knockout phase.
Well, ideally, yes, you'd finish top and then you'd take your pick on the second finishes. Slightly easier, you would say. But in this competition, at some point, you're going to play the big boys. So, big relief they're through, and I'm sure the